and welcome to Fantasy Premier League Game Week Picks, a weekly feature where I look at some standout options across 6 categories, backed up with stats, fixture analysis and tweets from the FPL community. The categories are Template Pick, a player owned by over 25% of teams, Nice to Have, a risky player picked for the game week, Differential, a pick with less than 10% ownership amongst managers, Clean Sheet Team Selection, a team not likely to concede a goal, Budget Pick, a cheap player pick to score well, and finally Captaincy Choice, my pick to score double points for your team.
Continuing right where we left off, the Game Week 18 picks winners, both scoring 41 points. Congratulations to Christoph, Sivek and Dopey Patronus. Harry Kane, Aubameyang and Heung-min Son combining there to score 41 points for both. In fact, Heung-min Son was the highest scoring player over the last 4 game weeks. He was incredible through that Christmas schedule. He's 52 points scored in 4 game weeks, which was quite a run, and I have to say non-owners like myself will be glad to see the back of that guy as he heads to the Asian Cup for South Korea. Manchester United players are back on the radar again. 3 straight wins under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and plenty of high scoring games. Pogba, Rashford, Martial all back in the mix. And Man City and Liverpool move closer together on points, which is great because it ensures that we definitely have a title race in our hands this season. The Game Week 22 deadline is the 12th of January, 11:30 GMT. Here are my 6 picks for the game week, with that second wildcard now available. Hopefully this helps with decisions for those who have activated. If you're still holding on to it for those double game weeks and blank game weeks, fair enough. This may give you some advantages when it comes to decisions for your mini leagues and maybe your draft leagues. As always, I want to hear from you, so enter your own 6 choices in the comment section below. Let's take a look at my picks. This week's template pick is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. With 35% team selected by and priced at 11.4 million, the Arsenal man is current joint top Premier League scorer with 14 goals so far this season, 4 goals, 1 assist and 32 FPL points in the last 4 game weeks. It all adds up to 19 goals or assists for the season so far, keeping pace with the rest of the premium pack. It's a case of what could have been for Aubameyang versus Fulham in Game Week 21. 7 attempts, 4 big chances missed and 3 key passes. West Ham up next, who have been a bit lifeless over the last few matches. Defensively they've conceded 52 shots, 36 of which were from inside the box. Aubameyang to continue to get more chances against the Hammers in Game Week 22. The risky Game Week pick is David Silva. Silva has quite a small ownership at 4% and costs 8.5 million in FPL. The Spaniard has scored 4 goals in his last 7 starts. However, City do have a Carabao tie on January 9th versus Burton. Provided he dodges too much game time there, this week's punch should start in the midfield for City at home to Wolves. More of a gut feeling this pick, one of my favourite all-time Premier League players, and today also happens to be his birthday. At 32 years old, the man still oozes with class on the pitch. David Silva is the risky game week nice to have pick. The differential pick is Gylfi Sigurdsson. At only 6.2% ownership, the Everton playmaker could be the answer to those managers looking to improve overall rank. He has 4 double-digit hauls this season, 8 goals and 3 assists, and could prove a fantastic buy for their next 5 easier fixtures. Vardy, Rudiger and David Silva were on the shortlist for the pick this week, and I left the decision down to the wonderful FPL community on Twitter, with Siggy narrowly taking the spot. The Icelandic international has had 6 shots inside the box in the last 4 game weeks, and despite Everton's poor form overall, they play a Bournemouth side with defensive issues. 18 goals conceded in the last 6 game weeks. The clean sheet team selection is Chelsea at home to Newcastle. The Chelsea defensive line picks itself. Kepa, Alonso, Luiz, Rudiger and Azpilicueta, who actually has played every single minute this season. Here's a quick stat attack courtesy of Fantasy Football Scout.
In the last 4 game weeks, Chelsea have conceded the least shots on target with 7 and the least goal attempts in the box with 16. On the flip side, for goal threat, Newcastle have registered the fewest shots on target with 7 and the second worst for shots inside the box with 20 in the last 4 game weeks. The budget pick is Ashley Barnes. At only 5.6 million, there is value to be had with the Burnley striker over the next few weeks, the best of their upcoming ties being at home to a poor Fulham side this week. The underlying stats mean he is definitely worth considering for a budget third striker with decent fixtures coming up. Amongst forwards, Barnes is joint top with 6 big chances in the last 4 game weeks and 8 shots on target, resulting in 2 goals. Ashley Barnes is on the radar for many, but the hard part is maybe to put faith in the stats and disregard that he plays for quite an unpredictable Burnley side. He's my Game Week 22 budget pick. The Game Week 22 captaincy choice is the reliable Mo Salah. It's becoming increasingly harder to make an argument against this man for the armband every week. 13.3 million gets you consistency, explosiveness and a bucket load of FPL points most game weeks. If you own him, you should captain him. Simple as. On that note, I have a little confession to make. Although he is the best option this week, I will be going into Game Week 22 without Mo in my team. So we'll be captaining Sterling as a differential choice. If anyone needs me on Saturday afternoon, I will be behind the couch most of the Liverpool game. Whoever you choose, good luck and may your arrows be green for Game Week 22.